It's 11:43 p.m. You're in bed. The lights are off. Your face is lit by a 6-inch rectangle of blue light. You told yourself you were just going to check one notification. Just one. Now you're watching a video about a revolutionary kitchen gadget that will apparently transform your entire cooking experience. Matte black, stainless steel, 47 microblades engineered in Germany. There's a countdown timer in the corner. Only 2 left. 12 people are looking at it right now. The clock is ticking, and suddenly, this feels important, urgent, necessary. 3 days later, a small cardboard box arrives. You open it, you hold the object in your hands, and you feel nothing. No transformation, no new identity, no upgrade to your life. You put it in a drawer next to the old version of the exact same thing. So what just happened? Here's the uncomfortable truth. Your brain just ran a program that was written 200,000 years ago, and modern marketing knows exactly how to press the buttons. Let's start with dopamine, the most misunderstood chemical in your body. You've probably heard it called the pleasure chemical. That's wrong. Dopamine isn't about pleasure, it's about pursuit. It spikes when you anticipate a reward, not when you receive it. The excitement you felt while hovering over "buy now"? That was dopamine. The thrill of imagining your upgraded life? Dopamine. The tiny rush when you saw limited stock? Dopamine. But when the package arrived, dopamine had already left the building. Your brain has 2 separate systems, the wanting system and the liking system. The wanting system is loud, impulsive, emotional. The liking system is quieter, slower, more reflective. And here's the catch. They don't always talk to each other. You can desperately want something and barely like it once you have it. That's why adding items to your cart feels weirdly satisfying. It feels productive. It feels like progress. You're building a better future version of yourself, one product at a time. But when reality arrives in cardboard packaging, the fantasy dissolves. And companies know this. They don't sell products. They sell upgraded identities. They're not selling you a coffee machine. They're selling you the 6 a.m. disciplined version of yourself who journals and drinks single origin pour-over. They're not selling you running shoes. They're selling you the athletic, consistent version of you who never skips workouts. They're not selling you a productivity app. They're selling you the calm, organized version of you who finally has it all together. The product is just the prop. The fantasy is the real commodity. Now let's talk about pain, because spending money actually hurts. Not metaphorically, neurologically. Brain scans show that when you see a price tag, the same region activates that processes physical pain. So what did the market do? It engineered ways to anesthetize that pain. Cash is painful. You feel it leaving your hand. Credit cards reduce the sting. Digital wallets reduce it further. One-click purchasing removes friction entirely. And then came buy now, pay later. 4 small payments instead of one big one. Your brain doesn't emotionally aggregate the total. It just sees $24.99. That feels manageable, harmless, almost invisible. But multiply that across dozens of purchases, across years, across decades, and the invisible becomes enormous. Now layer in psychological triggers. Prices ending in 99 anchor your perception to the left digit. $79.99 feels closer to $70 than $80. Even though you consciously know better, your subconscious processes it differently. The word free hijacks rational thinking entirely. Free shipping, free returns. Buy 2, get 1 free. Suddenly you're buying more to save. Scarcity is even more powerful. Only 3 left. Sale ends tonight. Last chance. Your brain doesn't evaluate the product. It evaluates the potential loss. And humans are wired to fear loss more than they value gain. So you don't buy because you love it. You buy because you don't want to lose the opportunity. And now we've moved this entire psychological battlefield into your phone. You're no longer walking through a store. The store walks through you. Every scroll is a slot machine pull. Maybe the next swipe shows something interesting. Maybe it shows something desirable. Maybe it shows something that solves a problem you didn't know you had 5 seconds ago. Entertainment and shopping have merged into the same gesture of your thumb. You weren't planning to buy anything. You were just bored. just tired, just scrolling, and suddenly you own a heated eyelash curler or a posture-correcting device or a minimalist desk lamp you saw in a 12-second video. And here's the part nobody likes to admit. Most of those purchases are forgotten almost immediately. Closets fill up, subscriptions auto-renew, delivery fees stack quietly in the background. It's not that you're irresponsible, it's that the system is optimized for conversion, not satisfaction. Now let's zoom out. Imagine cutting just $20 a day in unnecessary spending. One impulse purchase, one delivery fee, one subscription you forgot about. Invested consistently over decades, small amounts compound dramatically. Not because of luck, not because of genius, but because time magnifies discipline. That late-night $30 purchase isn't just $30. It's the future value of that $30 over 30 or 40 years. That's the hidden cost. Opportunity cost is silent. It doesn't send notifications. It doesn't come with a countdown timer. It doesn't create urgency, but it is always there. Now here's where this shifts from depressing to empowering, because once you understand the mechanics, you can interrupt them. Strategy 1, the 24-hour rule. Add it to your cart. Close the app. Wait. Urgency decays quickly. Most desires are emotional spikes, not stable decisions. When you revisit them with a calm brain, they often look different. Strategy 2, convert price into life energy. If you make $30 an hour after taxes and something costs $150, that's 5 hours of your life. Not abstract currency. 5 hours of effort, focus, stress, time away from people you love. Is it worth it? Sometimes yes, often no. Strategy 3, add friction, delete shopping apps, remove safe payment methods, make yourself manually enter your card number. Small inconveniences protect you from large regrets. Friction is not the enemy. Friction is protection. Strategy 4, create a guilt-free spending fund, a fixed amount each month that you can spend on anything. No judgment. When it's gone, it's gone. This turns random impulse into intentional allocation. You can buy the gadget, but you're choosing it over other wants. And that shift from reaction to choice changes everything. Because this isn't about deprivation, it's about alignment. Spending on experiences that deepen relationships, that might align with your values. Investing in tools that genuinely improve your work or health, that might align too. But panic buying something because a timer made you anxious? That's not alignment. That's manipulation. We live in a culture that equates accumulation with progress. New phone, new car, new aesthetic, new version of you. Social media amplifies this by showing highlight reels of everyone else's upgrades. You see curated kitchens, perfect outfits, dream vacations, and without realizing it, you feel behind. So you buy to catch up. But satisfaction doesn't scale with possessions. The human brain adapts quickly. What once felt luxurious becomes normal, and then you need the next upgrade to feel that spark again. It's called the hedonic treadmill, and it runs indefinitely. More isn't the solution, intentional is. The average person makes the majority of purchasing decisions subconsciously. That means most of your spending isn't a carefully reasoned plan. It's a triggered response. But awareness disrupts automation. When you recognize the countdown timer as a tactic, it loses power. When you see limited stock as a script, not a crisis, you breathe differently. When you understand dopamine's role, you stop confusing anticipation with satisfaction. And here's the most important shift. Your money represents stored life. Every dollar is time you already traded, hours you worked, energy you spent, stress you absorbed. When you spend, you're exchanging life energy for objects or experiences. That doesn't mean never spend. It means spend consciously. The garlic press was never about garlic. It was about who was in control, you or the algorithm. Next time you're in bed, thumb hovering over buy now, pause. Not because you're weak, not because you lack discipline, but because you now understand the game being played. Ask one question. Is this purchase building the life I want, or just feeding a moment of manufactured urgency? You don't need to escape modern life. You just need to navigate it awake. If this perspective shifted something for you, subscribe for more deep dives into psychology, money, and reclaiming control in a world designed to capture your attention and your wallet.